Introducing first, to my left, from Manchester, New Hampshire, weighing in at 417 pounds. He is the irresistible force and the immovable object. He is the kingpin.
Thank you, Jay Rubin.
The Sultan of super heavyweights. There can only be one. The kingpin, Brian Milonas.
He looks great. Brian Milonas has dropped 103 pounds.
His opponent in the corner to my right, from New York, weighing in at 202 pounds, Clancy Ryan Clancy.
Well, here we go, Clancy against Milonas here at Water Everywhere. This is a different type of challenge for Fancy Ryan Clancy. We've seen him take some beatings at Wrestling Open. He might get another one here, but he's bringing it right away.
That's what you have to do against a man the size of Brian Milonas. Guys like Lou Thez didn't wrestle guys like Happy Humphrey. And that's why this is such a style contrast, in my personal opinion, because Brian Clancy's not used to a man the size of Brian Milonas.
Here we go. Fancy Ryan Clancy feeling fired up here in the early going, but much like I thought Anthony Greene had to do with Megan Bayne, I think much more so Clancy needs to go right in and try to get a win quickly.
Brian Milonas, for the last 20 years, has run New England. This is a guy that, on an independent wrestling show with Vince McMahon Jr., that is a huge deal. Everyone knows Brian Milonas. He's a big deal in this territory.
Big charge into the corner, the hip attack connects, and Fancy Ryan Clancy already on the back foot.
And what Brian Milonas does is he strikes and he lets you think about it.
And Fancy Ryan Clancy definitely thinking about it. He has a lot on his mind, including a future date with Bronson, I'm sure. We saw that come down a few weeks ago at Wrestling Open. As there is the snap suplex, and Brian Milonas really taking his time now.
Oh, look at that. It's like Shawn Michaels in Playgirl. Look at what a hunk.
As Brian Milonas bringing himself back to his feet as I try to get that mental image out of my head. Fancy Ryan Clancy, shot to the midsection, trying to fight back, but Milonas just sending him right back down.
Yeah, one thing you don't want to do is fire at the midsection of a 418-pound monster like Brian Milonas. But Ryan Clancy's going to try anything right now to get some offense going, because Brian Milonas is shutting down Ryan Clancy in the early moments.
Oh wait, he's going to try that inside cradle. That didn't work.
Not at all. Brian Milonas. Oh, goodness!
Brutal elbow drop by the Kingpin.
There's another stain on the Beyond canvas.
Referee Bill Thompson might need to step in at a certain point, because this is like the slaughter rule back in Little League games you used to have.
Yes, yes it is. But referee Old Man McEmo here, he's letting it go right now. Brian Milonas grabbing the hair, controlling him like he's a child.
There is a shot to the back. One of the trainers at Bio Pro Wrestling every Tuesday and Wednesday night in Worcester, showing and teaching Ryan Clancy a lesson.
And Brian Milonas has had a hand in training some of the biggest stars in professional wrestling. Mercedes, Briggs. I mean, there's so many people that he's trained.
Blocks that shot.
Kofi.
There's a right hand and another one. Charges in with a clothesline. Milonas is stirring here.
He is trying everything right now.
Tries the forearm. Hey, now he has his back.
There you go. That's what you have to do. Take the oxygen away from the big brain of Brian.
Slamming Clancy down. And now Ryan Clancy He's in a bad spot here. No! Clancy going for it again.
Clancy, he's got the right idea, a basic sleeper hold.
That's the best way to get a big man down.
Put him to sleep. You know, you often see a smaller guy go after the leg. That defense has been perfected by a guy like Brian Milonas. If you jump on the back and put him to sleep, though, that's something Milonas hasn't really endured.
And he crushes him in that corner, and now fancy Ryan Clancy back to square one. Milonas charges in. Oh, gonna try that side Russian.
Great defense, though, by Milonas, just shooing him off, but that knee may have buckled. That left knee buckled to Brian Milonas.
There's the drop kick.
Brian Milonas, notorious knee problems over his 20-year career, and that one there just sort of buckled. Clancy, don't waste time.
Charges in, gonna try that monkey flip. No, took way too long. Stupid. Milonas has him up. And he goes down. That's a wrap. But Clancy gets the shoulder up at 2.
Ryan Clancy getting the shoulder up. Milonas can't believe it. There was over 400 pounds on the chest, but he didn't cover the shoulders.
Getting a little arrogant there was Brian Milonas as he welcomes the chants from the fans here. Oh, see you later.
There's the tremor. That was an 8.5 on the Richter scale. What?
Getting out at 2 somehow.
Brian Milonas has put away a lot of people with that Tenta splash.
He has him. Done.
Good night.
And again, Clancy gets out.
All right, stop playing with him, Brian. Stop playing, get serious, because Clancy is dangerous.
How is fancy Ryan Clancy getting out of this? And now he's yelling at the referee.
Well, referee old man McEmo here only counts to 2.5.
That was a perfectly reasonable count, and Clancy got out, and Milonas is being a baby about it. He can't believe that Clancy kicked out.
No, that referee is slow and old. Uh-oh.
Milonas going up top.
The ring has been reinforced.
Oh, good Lord.
Jesus.
This could end his career.
Oh!
No, he lands hard.
He landed hard on that knee, and Ryan Clancy snapping the neck. Do not let him up.
Splashes through. Another cannonball. There's 3. He is just going all out.
Look, it's like the Flying Walindas.
What's he going for? What is this?
He's going to choke the big man out.
Oh, he's going for the sugar hold. He got it. Milonas submits.
Here's your winner by submission, Fancy Ryan Clancy.
He got the neck and he got the sugar hold. I think he knew that he could not eventually get that side Russian. He had to call it out there, man. He had to call it on the fly.
That was the equivalent of Keith Hackney beating Emmanuel Yarborough in the early days of the UFC. Unbelievable. Ryan Clancy thinking on the fly.
And taking a page out of Thomas Santel's playbook there with the sugar hold. Fancy Ryan Clancy, you have to consider that an upset.